Hello. Welcome back to the Minecraft realm. My throat is still. I feel like I've had a like a turn it get double thing like a frog on my throat for like I don't know. I feel like 2 weeks now. It's been this weather, man. It's like been rainy and this and that and just like the heat and then no heat and just everything. It's hard to talk. But yes, so we're back on Minecraft Realm. We're just gonna be doing. There's a big update happening in Ark to fix all the stuff that happened last over the weekend with the Gen 1 rollout and stuff. So officials on hold right now. Though I did make some good progress earlier before they gave us plenty of notice. The update was supposed to happen at 5. It's supposed to happen an hour and 20 minutes ago, and it looks like it's just hitting. I think it's just hitting Steam now, maybe, but it still hasn't updated on the Xbox yet. So I don't know what's going on with that. So instead, I was like, yeah, let's hop on the realm and let's get some stuff done on the realm. I'm just gonna be I just want to do some farming today. I think. Um, yeah, it's not gonna be very exciting stuff. I'll try to make it exciting. And I just want to kind of go around getting some ideas about stuff. Um, So I still want to work on this the gas stations. I want to do a big one outside, but for this one here, I want to do yeah, I want to clean this up on the sides. I think taking out that stripe there and that little stripe there. And then I want to do something and figure out something stuck on that. Figure out something for this middle part. Um, Something that'll tie both together. So maybe I mean it could be as simple as just putting some brick, stuff like that. Hey Bobby, Zombie Bobby, let's go, let's go, buddy. Yeah, we're not gonna be doing much today, buddy. I just want to do some farming. I'm actually gonna farm a bunch of trees up. And yeah, I think I may just take some sandstone and just cut everything out, make it everything sandstone for now, just to see what it looks like. Maybe dig out those spots as well. But like, something's in the middle to connect the two, and I'm thinking it might be like maybe we'll do like a mixture of like maybe mud bricks. Like mud bricks. Maybe that could look nice. Or what about regular mud? Maybe a little bit darker. Maybe like a little mixture of we could bring in the blues. I can't figure out what I like. I actually kind of like both. Do we like the weathered copper there, or do we like the deep slate? Like I'm not sure. At first, I really liked the deep slate, but once I actually took the acacia out and replaced it with the spruce, that was the problem. Like that orange with this green just didn't work. It didn't work at all. It's too bright of an orange. Like there is some like terracotta color in those weathered copper, but it just doesn't go good with the stripped acacia. So yeah, I kind of like where we were heading with this. I kind of like these little things. I want to do something else similar to this up here, but I don't know if I want to repeat the same pattern. So I'm thinking doing something else there. I was also thinking maybe even though we don't need the light, I think something hanging off of here Bobby, you can never have too many Carno points. They're gonna be worth so much money someday. Um, so yeah, I think maybe having something hang off, maybe just as simple as get to 700,000, and then we'll talk. 7,000. Those are rookie numbers. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking maybe even just putting a fence post here with a lantern hanging down. Um, but like in front, like give it more depth, I think would work. So that's kind of like where my head is here with what with where this at. I'm not liking this. I'm leaning more towards this. What I had here, by the way, was all brick. I don't know. I can't remember why I took that out. Yes, I can see your messages. I can see your messages, but it might be a little bit of delay though. Like I'm not sure how far. Yeah, there could be a delay between like Twitch and what and I don't know. So yeah, that is so yeah, maybe we'll do a little bit of that today. But that's kind of how like what I'm thinking of. I also want to just do some chopping. We're gonna do some choppy. Is he already glitched? I see it's glitched in there. Every time I walk by, it glitches. Coco! Yeah, alright, you're not in ad anymore. I got it. I don't know what to do about the ads. Actually, we could, I'll talk to you later. I think there is something we can do. So yeah. But we'll have a short stream. But Ark, yeah, there's a big patch. Um, it's just funny that they're delaying the patch that like it's just of the whole delayed map that just broke everything anyway. Maybe we could use the mud. Let's grab because I was thinking this. Let's grab some mud. I'll grab the bricks too. Oh, eggs. We filled an egg. That's why we have that's why we have those lamps. So what am I using here? Light blue. I think we put in this side. So we need a light blue shulker. I need to put some pressure plates there. Let's get a light blue shulker. Do we have any light blue in here? Yes we do. Ooh, I like that creeper one. That's a good one. I wanted to start doing some stuff with the channel points. Maybe we could do like, the thing is, Bobby, like, you can always just come on the realm and do stuff anyway. Like, you don't want to, like, I could say like, oh, you could, let's say name an animal. But you can already do that because you're already a member of the realm. It was fun showing off the realm the other day. Like, It reminds me of how many projects we have going on right now, and how long we've had this world. Also, how like we've done such a fantastic job keeping the file size down. And it takes everyone, right? Because it's a group effort. Because one person, if one, you know what I mean, like everyone has to get on board with that. So thinking maybe, do we go spruce? Maybe this is where I don't want to bring in an orange. Do we go white? Oh, how about mangrove? Let's try mangrove. By the way, most of these are not even most of these are I bought from the Wandering Trader. In fact, I just bought another half a stack of uh logs from the Wandering Trader. What am I? Ooh, we could do that too. Let's just make this. Let's just see how this looks. I want to find the cheese. Yeah, one at the end. I want to start using the mangrove more. I used it for when it first came out. You could see I built this when the mangrove came out because like I was like, oh, I'm gonna try the new mangrove logs with the new mangrove roots. Like everything was like mangrove, mangrove, mangrove. I'm like, oh, that goes good. Oh, I like this combination. Polished deep slate with like Um, it was also I took down those lamps, but I had lamps that had the bamboo trapdoors. But I want to try this out, but I also want to do. I was thinking tonight I want to try to fill up at least all these slots. So we're gonna need a lot of jungle wood saplings, mangrove saplings, cherry wood saplings, and then the pale oak. So I want to fill in the rest of these. So we're gonna try to farm up a couple stacks of saplings. We might go replace Axl Rose as well. Oh, did I bring any? I did. This is the box I was using. I was also thinking of copper for a for lights, but then it brings in that like it brings in too bright of an orange again. Running in the same problems as the acacia, right? Like that bright orange, it's just kind of like distracts. It just takes away. It just doesn't look right. I just have temporary scaffolding right now. It's still better than me like bouncing up there and bouncing my head off the wall. I hear you, Art. Art the cow. Do I want to go here? No, we're gonna go to the next. Fell in a hole. Falling in holes already. Okay. Let's grab some. I already grabbed some. And we also need. Let's grab some lanterns. The other thing I want to start thinking about is our next box, right? So we got our redstone box, we got our lights and lamps, we got our dyes and decors. I don't know what the next box should be. Like I could do like all kinds of stone or copper, but I kind of like that kind of bulk stuff we keep in bulk storage. Like I don't really need that. Like I don't know. I like this up. I like this idea of the upside up down box. But that's also like super easy to farm. Like we already pretty much have all them. We could do like a flower one or like I don't know. Did we get the no, I didn't even get them. I don't know. I'm trying to think what the next one could be. Like we could do a potion one, but like no one's I don't know. No one really uses potions. Actually, just make yeah, get 3. Sorry, I mean we use potions, but not like it's not something you really you make on the fly, you know? Usually it's like, okay, I'm gonna go I don't know, I'm gonna go do a water project, so then you go make water potions, like I don't know. Alright, so we do that. Alright. So I'm thinking I was thinking of having it hang out. Oops. Sorry, I'm used to playing Ark. I think the red will work with the brick. Maybe, okay, what if we do, then we do a chain and then hang a lantern. Oh, we also got to put in the bookshelves, right? Okay. Well, that was kind of smooth. I like it. We were going to go out to dinner tonight, Bob. It was our Thursday night dinner. But the weather's so crappy. In fact, I'm really hoping we don't lose power. Okay. Alright, so back on you. Hit that. Yeah, I like it. Alright, yeah, what if we do, oops. What if we do a chain and then a lantern? We don't really need the light. It's just I think the aesthetic of it. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like the mangrove. Like it's gonna bring in the brick. It's gonna kind of complement the bricks a little bit. We actually could go. I could just go a brick. Could do a brick wall. The one thing I don't like is I kind of like this front texture of the is that chiseled copper? I do like the front texture of that. So now it kind of blocks it. Maybe. All right. What if we instead change this block to maybe a full block? Maybe change to a full block and then move this up to here. Again, we don't need the light because there's plenty of hidden light, but like, all right, let's see what it looks like over here. Yeah, I like that better. I don't like. I like this. I like this block. I like this block a lot. Oh, well, what if we do it? If we do it underneath, then it doesn't hang out. Hmm. I tell you, I have so much indecision. Like all these builds takes me so long. Like this is what I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm just imagining like that one there and that one there. I don't like it. What if we just simply put a... We simply just do this. Like, keep it simple. That looks so much better than that. You know, in fact, it should be on top. Alright, let's... am I gonna be able to catch this? Alright, I got him this. Let's do... we can also... let's get a little closer. Can I catch it? We'll stick with the mangrove. But we could also do brick walls. I think that's fine. I think that's a lot better. Yeah, that's a lot better. I still wouldn't mind something hanging from the bottom of this. Maybe I don't know, maybe something leafy or something. Maybe we can get a plant or something in there. I don't know. Let's also I want to remove this. 'Cause I think this is kind of throwing it off too. Can I get them? No. Okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that looks. That was kind of figure like that looks so much. See how it looks like its own like. Yeah. Okay. We need to take these out. I was doing that same trick I was saying the other day about putting the um what is this called? A cobblestone. The mossy cobble behind that. Behind the grates. It looks really good. And for now, oh, I want to try mud. Can you open on here? No, you can't. It's fine. I will just park you real quick. Let's see if the mud does anything there. It might be too dark. I was thinking like it's kind of got some blue in it. Or at least goes well with blue. Like, yeah, I see it's got like that little, it's got like kind of a dark blue, light blue, gray. Hmm. It still runs into the same problem that it doesn't feel connected. So my whole thing is here is I want all these I want these two and these two to be connected. So I'm thinking it's gonna have to be brick or something. Or we use a lighter color or something. Oh, I still have to figure out these rooms too. So I did green terracotta. I forgot to say that. Shut up. I did green terracotta with the spruce. I think that looks good with jungle trap doors. I kind of like the way that looks. Um, but I did not do. These are still just. Oh, I did up at the tippy top. I did the smooth sandstone. Carried that over, but I left the oak on the rest of it. So I do need to figure that out. Like the oak was always going to be just a placeholder. Now you can see the lights off because that means it's empty. I kind of like we were kind of going back and forth on that. Should the docking station light indicate that there's an empty spot or a filled spot? I kind of like it being filled because most of the time they're going to be filled, and I kind of want the light on as opposed to off. I think it looks better being on than off. But yeah, so that. All right, we can take this out. Maybe granite. We could try granite. I don't think I want to go brick again. But I think we almost have to. I think we almost have to go brick and then we'll mix. Okay, we're gonna go brick, but we're gonna mix in. We're gonna break it up with some granite because it has to pull. It has to pull something from here into this. It can't be the weathered copper, and we're already using the spruce, so it's got to be. It, or we could use green terracotta. Green terracotta down here and up. No, I think it's got to be brick. Brick it is. Well, this is turning out. I see the holes there because of the redstone. That's what I'm gonna put the. I'm gonna put shelves, but right now I just have it oak shelves because we have oak in here. But I think we're gonna change all that out. Yeah, this is working. This is working really well though. All right, so brick. You do not go in there. We have 4 pieces of brick left. All right, we gotta get brick. We gotta get granite. We also have to build elevators up and down. Just turn daytime. What you got for me today, buddy? I'll tell you that. I don't need really that. So I could buy these for 1 emerald and then sell them to the other villager for 1 emerald. That's funny. That's funny. I don't need any dyes. That's not bad, because then you can, what do you need, 9 to make a block? So it's like 3, eh. Efficiency 2, iron pickaxe. That's actually pretty good. For 10 emeralds ain't bad. Like early game, you know? I'll end up walking away with +6 on that one, on that deal. But yeah, like I could have bought those. I could have bought, you know, a half a stack of oak logs, but I have so much oak logs right now. I didn't bother with the mud bricks. So yeah, so I'm thinking like something like this. But it's only going to be 2 rows. But we'll put the it'll be more bricky, I think. More bricky? Yeah, more bricky. So let's grab that. Let's just grab a stack out of here. So yeah, what I kind of want to do is more like, I guess we'll do some polished as well, because that's a much bigger area. But we gotta have like the brick be the main focal point, and then we could go through and say here, 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 here. Something like that. Yeah, I think that would work. And then maybe mix in an occasional polished. So what is it? 20, 18 blocks. So every 5, so maybe 3. Maybe we'll go 4 polished. Yeah, something like that. Actually, I'm gonna go 5, even though we might not use 5. I don't want to have like even. I don't. So we're having. So since it's too wide. I don't want to have like 2 on one side, 2 on the other. Like I'd rather have it uneven. So I'd rather go 2 and 1 or 3 and 2. I don't know. I know it sounds weird, but if it's a too wide space going up, I don't want it to look patterned. And even if they're different at different Y levels, it's still gonna feel. I think it still feels like it's a pattern. But if it's uneven, it doesn't look that way. Let's go up. Okay. So I'm gonna start by just. Actually, I don't need you at all. Not for this. I'll need you for like the texturing. I don't think I brought enough brick. I don't think that's gonna be enough. How many did we just kick back? Oh, it was only 20. Though we did cut out a few. Yeah, yeah, like there's other things like we could have tried this or but it's like the whole point is to make it feel like it's connected. So I think the brick does that well. The other thing I could do is actually we could actually make them all walls. We could use brick walls and brick and actually we could do that except for the polish part. Hold on, I got an idea. So instead of using this, by the way, looks like it already feels. Now it feels like one cohesive uh, build now. Um, we could do that. We can't have we couldn't use any polish because there's no polished walls. Why are there no polished walls? I don't know. But there's no polished walls. Let's see how this looks first. I'm gonna start with putting sort of like veins like this. And then maybe like we go like this. And at the bottom, maybe we go 1, 2, like that. Okay, I like it. Now that we want to like really mix it up, say you can be like a polished. Maybe you can be a polished, and maybe you can be a polished. Yeah. So the polish, as you can see, gives it that depth, right? It looks like there's depth. It looks like the brick and granite are sunken in a bit. That's why I like mixing in the polish. So it provides depth, even though there is no depth. But the other way we can achieve this is if we get rid of the polished and go all walls, and that would indent everything. Now, I would not make sure none of them are connected, because when you connect them from the back, they get that, I'll show you down here. Because these walls are connected, right? So there's blocks on the other side. So you could see, can we get in here closer? You see how there's these lines? I don't know if you can see it. There's you see the lines? Like it creates a different it's not a smooth pattern anymore. It's broken up and rigid, which is what I wanted in this section. Almost like fanned. It looks like it's like a deck of cards, right? Like if you slide a deck of cards, right? Like there's different layers. That's not what I would want here. So we would have to make sure if we do walls that all of them are not connected. There's nothing connecting the walls from behind. So that I'm going to have to think about. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch them out and then see. But then you don't then you don't get the polished. I kind of like the polished right here. It needs a organic component. So I'm just thinking on top of these chiseled tough, I'm thinking just putting either we put a pot and a flower, a big pot and a flower, or we make a um make something like now that's too high. We could do something like that. We could do something like that. We could do. But we definitely need something organic. Yeah. So we can't. All right. So those pots are at the whoops. The plants with the trapdoors are out because we can't have anything. We can't have any blocks on the inside of this, other than. Well, I guess we can. We could have trapdoors there. No, the trapdoors block us. I'm thinking like if this, let's say we had a dirt block right here, and then we had a trap door, even though it would be open, I think it still blocks us. Like even though there is space, because it is 5 wide, but then it turns 5 wide into 4 and 3/4 wide, and we're 4 blocks wide. We could try it. Or the other thing is, if we don't want to use, because we're already using spruce trap doors. What about pots? The big pots. And then we could put, we could do big pots with, let me grab those. Did they despawn? Oh, whatever. What if we did something like, do I have any here? No, I have them by the clay farm. Someone had asked about, someone asked about my melon. So here's the thing. So why I have a melon there. The reason why I have a melon here is, alright, look at this wall. Look at the door. It's centered, right? You could see that the door is centered. It is centered. This is, you're right? It is centered. Right? That's a 3 wide poster. 3 block poster. It's in the center, right? But because of this, the stairs being there, if I don't have this, see, now it looks off-centered. It looks off-centered, so I needed a block there. However, I couldn't just place any block there. Right? If I place a block here, watch what happens to this wall. It connects. And now it looks different from this one, which doesn't connect. Right? And it just doesn't look right. That's supposed to be spun around too. Uh, Sorry, I missed that earlier. So the pumpkin actually walls for some reason do not attach to pumpkins. They'll attach to other blocks, but they don't attach to leaf blocks or for some, or not pumpkins. They actually attach probably to pumpkins, but they don't attach to melons. So that is why I have a melon there. And then I have this is kind of like a stem. But yeah, I wanted to I didn't want to use leaves, but I didn't want this wall to connect, but we needed to put something there that didn't connect to the wall, but that still gave the the sort of framing the door so it stayed in the middle. So I went with a melon. So anyway, that's why there's a random melon there. Someone we were asked talking. Someone was asking about that. What were we getting by the way? I completely forgot now. Oh, pots. I don't even think they're not even over here, but I just wanted to see. Right, so I could go pot with a pot with a pot, and then we could put something in there. Maybe a torch flower. I mean, torch flowers would sort of bring in everything else we did. Yeah, all right, let's try that. We could also try something like a fern. We could also do. We could do the decorated pots. I wonder what decorated pot stuff we have. Not you. You. So I need one, two, three. We'll start with three. Let's grab. For some reason, I'm feeling ferny. Those would be too small. Do they even go in pots? No. We could check out the deck. What deck? Oops. Let's see what decorated pots we have. Because we would need one, two, three, four, five. We need six of them. I guess they don't have to be uniform. We do have six flow. The guster kind of. I mean, nothing's really jumping out at me for the gas station. All right, let's just see what we got here. We'll just stick with the plane for now. It's crazy how quickly I get sidetracked, right? This game does that to you. We were supposed to be chopping trees. Yeah, I'm gonna try the torch flower. I think will work, but I'm also feeling like it's the reason why I was thinking fern is because I'm thinking of like of being like toning it down a bit, right? Instead of getting more detail, more color, having a more subtle greenery shrubbery, which is what I feel like it needs. Honestly, even just putting a leaf block there, um, like just like a just leaves, just something with leaves. So it's very rigid. It's very like the wood is soft, the sandstone's soft. I get that, but like it's very structural. So if we can say we do that, that, we'll try fern. Wait, can you not put a fern in? Oh, I'm crouched. That's why. Yeah, that doesn't do it. That doesn't. That's not enough. It's not tall enough. I do like the idea though. I hit you. Hmm. That feels too small as well. Maybe we have to skip the big pots. Well, I like the torch flowers better, because it is better against this with this spruce backdrop. So I do like that. Um, is it enough though? It still feels like it could use some leaves. It's a shame this is too wide because then we could hang like we could do some sort of hanging garden. We could even like alternate. I guess we could still alternate. See, it looks so uniform now. Because we got that and that. These look like lights. I know they're not lights, but they look like lights, right? Like that looks like a lantern, that looks like a lantern, right? Like it's like from back here, there's really no difference between that and that. It's very. I almost want to reverse them, put that up top, and have that hang down again. Huh. Alright, so the other thing we can do. Alright, let's try. I'm gonna try something here. Let's try something here. First off, can a can a pot can a pot sit on a button? Like if I put a button here, can I put a pot on top? Probably not, right? But you could put string on top. We could put string on top. Wait, will it sit on string? Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, it should sit on a string. Alright, so my new idea is we're gonna hang. Let's hang the pot down. Instead of sitting the pot. Instead of sitting the pot there, what if we put a chain on that and then have the pot hanging from it? But the only way to get the pot to hang is if we use either string, because it won't sit on a, and I don't even know. Like, I have no idea if this is even gonna work. Where is it at? It's up. Oh, it's on that, yeah. But I want to push the gas out. Okay. Can you... So let's say we put that there. I want the pot here. Yeah, I want the pot there. So will you... No. I did not think that would work. What about string? No, string don't work. What if we do it this way? Wait, can I... Wait, it's always going to go that way? Okay. What about... And we can't hang it from a chain, right? That's not a thing. No. What if, I don't like that. Maybe we just do... Alright, what if we leave one here in the middle? And on either end, we'll do, we do one in the middle, one in the middle there, and then those would just put like a leaf block. Just do like, yeah, we'll just do, a flowered azalea. Do I have any flower azalea in here? I used to have some in here. No. Let's try flowered azaleas. Or we could do, or regular azaleas. We'll try them both. Because we may not want the flowers. Again, we might want just plain green. Let's grab you. So yeah, over there, where the basically where that scaffolding is, we're gonna build it's kind of similar what we did downstairs, except up here, and it'll be like almost like that, like, but it's gonna be 4 wide, maybe 5 wide, for all the gas up here. That way, if like one of the other members of the realm have their gas and they're coming over, I want a place for them to park it, just like I have a place for them to park their horse. We could also do mangrove. We could also do the resin. Let's just grab a. The inventory fills up so quick when I do this. I love how sometimes you go into fly mode when you go up scaffolding. We're flying! Okay. First we got azaleas. I think it needs to be darker green. I think mangrove. The other thing we could just do is just do this. We don't even need this. I like the leaves. In fact, I like the leaves better than I like the deep slate. I wonder if we take the deep slate or tough, rather, not deep slate. This part. Uh, yeah, I'm wondering if we remove those now. But that's only 2 spots. Like we have to be. There's not much. This is 3 spots. I kind of like this. Still bothers me that that's like light. Like that looks weird. I'm thinking though. I like the more. Yeah, I kind of like the green. Okay. So let's take out you. Do we leave a little? We can leave a little, I guess. I guess we could leave the chain in there. We could also use the copper lightning rod. It still looks very like there's not enough this way, and I know I can't do too much with this, but we could down here though. Like this could be broken up. This, you know what? We could go under here. We can go under. We can go under here. Yeah, that'll break that. That could break things up. But what do we hang there? Hang more leaves? More bushes. We hang the bushes. 'Cause they won't connect to the walls. No, they won't. Bushes, bushes. Let's take you out. We could also use copper chains. We have all that variations. I like this. All right, I like where we're going here. So let's just put these here. I probably would change the leaves to maybe mangrove or maybe oak, like a little bit darker of a color because it's too light. But that looks so much better. So much better. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe oak, because oak's got like a darker, like spruce. We don't have any spruce kind of leaves or color in here, so I'll probably say no to the spruce. I think the same thing like birch is a little bit. Yeah, I think oak or mangrove, because we've already used mangrove. So we can bring that up here. But I think this green and the green terracotta go, like, they're washing each other out. We could go real crazy and do, like, blossoms, cherry blossoms. Let's just clear some of this stuff. Alright, that's better. So, like, the oak is a little, it's still light, but it's darker than those. So I kind of like the oak. I also kind of like this, kind of like the mangrove. But that, like, just from down here, this looks so much better. Like, the brick really ties it in. Like, especially when I finish those two. I'm still not happy with either one of these. I'm not happy with all brick. I'm not happy with, I don't know. Maybe the granite, put granite there. Maybe that's the play. We could actually even do maybe even polish granite, and then that would bring in this a little bit. Yeah, leafing it up. We could also do something on that side. Again, being too wide really limits us on that. Um, yeah, because this is gonna be too wide. That's gonna be too wide, and this is gonna be too wide. I mean, it is what it is. Okay. All right. I need to walk away from that for a bit. Let's walk away from that. Let's put everything in here. Because I have to think. We could put all this stuff away now. All right. You go in there. Decisions, decisions, and indecisions. Huh. I hear you, Coco. It's funny seeing the distribution, like the first five here. Like I know the chicken's kind of falling behind, but I feel like these first five, especially of the rabbit's foot, um, they really are kind of like the same distribution, you know. Actually, string is now behind. But they're kind of like these. They got these first five. Then there's a big drop off to rabbit hide, and then a tremendous drop off to phantom membrane. Like it really is such a small chance. I'm gonna put this away, and then I want to chop some trees for a little bit. Wait, is this where am I putting away? Oh yeah, the leaves. I think actually the mud would have looked really, really good there, except for what it wouldn't have accomplished what I wanted to accomplish though, which was make it one cohesive build. That was kind of like the one issue that I think the mud would have had. Because it's a cool building block. Okay. I want to get some saplings. I still need a name for our kitty there. So which one are you? You are Silk Touch, so I want you. Give me you. And give me you. Alright, so we got 55, so that's not too bad. Won't take that many trees. Yeah, I bought some wood mangrove logs from the Wandering Trader, and I was like, oh, um, and I was like, oh man, it does like, it would be cool if all of these bookshelves were filled. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look, they look a little out of place because some of them are filled and some of them aren't. So it's like, you know what, we could do that. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to stream it all tonight, but I want to do this. It's such a weird thing. There's this thing where I like if you give me a challenge or some sort of achievement, I have to do it. And there's a thing on Twitch about streaming 25 out of 25 day, 20 out of 25 days, and I had to do it like I think I have to do it like 4 more days. So I'm like, I want to do that. The jungle sapling drop rate is so horrendous. It's been that way forever since they came out. It's not as bad, I guess, if you're doing the too tall trees, but the drop rate is horrendous. Even worse than dark oak. Like dark oak's not great either. You know what we could do? We could set up a beacon, right? Would that make it faster? Oh yeah, that's a good... Alright, so I want to put this one in. And we should have... Okay, so yeah. I want to get at least a stack. So yeah, I think probably a couple trees. That's it. This won't take long at all. The jungle leaves are so weird too, right? Like, they look so, like, here's what they look like in your inventory or in the, like, it's got that little, like, yellow sort of flower to it. But then you place it, it doesn't have it. Well, that was a weird one. Yeah, that was a real weird... Oh, because I left a block, that's why. I was wondering why it didn't, like, grow up like that. Yeah, it's because I left a block, that's why. The game was like, hey man, we can't grow this super tree here because you got that block there. Actually, this might be better, right? Because it's more bushy. I guess the same amount, it's just smaller, it's just less wood. Same amount of leaves, just less wood. I hear you, kitty, with no name. I'm letting them fully oxidize. These haven't oxidized yet. They will, though. Now we have we have a nice supply of jungle wood. Jungle wood's a good block. I'm not a fan of the bark. It does have some green in it, but it's too, like, it's too much yellowish, I guess. Like, if you're building in yellow, great. It works well. But I really like the stripped and the planks. And I really like the trapdoor. I use the trapdoor a lot. I like the I like the hinge. I like that it's you know, the hinge is it depends on where you like you could change it to the top or the bottom depending on how you place it, right? So it's placed up there, so the hinge is up there. But if you place it at the bottom and have it open, you know, the other way, then the hinge is on the bottom. Like I like that. Like I like having that flexibility. Like these all look the same. You know what I mean? This is the same way. You could change that that hinge or whatever you want to call it. Handle. So's that one. I guess this one is too. I never noticed. There's one at the top there, not at the bottom. Alright, so we picked up 29 there, plus little stragglers on the sides. The rain. They changed the rain again. I guess because they wanted. I guess they felt like because we weren't getting enough rain. So you know how like you if you sleep, and I sleep all the time. If you sleep, it used to reset the counter for rain, and now it doesn't. Or something like that. I don't know. They changed. They recently changed something about rain. So like sleeping doesn't like reset it. 'Cause it used to be if you slept, you wouldn't get rain for X amount of days. I guess they had to change it with one player sleep, I guess. One player sleep is huge. There was nothing worse when you're like, especially early games, like, oh man, sleep, please, someone, you have to sleep. You wait for everyone to sleep. There's like sometimes there was that delay. Speaking of sleep, let's sleep. We can sleep the rain away now. Why won't it? You can't place on logs? What? Really? Or am I just in a way? No. Wait, you can't place on logs? I know you can't place on leaves, but wait, you can't place on logs? That can't be a thing. Yeah, you can do that. That was weird. Sometimes it's nice, like we were talking about all the different projects, right? None of our projects are finished. They probably never will be finished. I mean, to a point like certain ones are, but for the most part, we'll constantly be expanding and doing our stuff. Dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, go away. Um, but sometimes too, like, and I think that keeps it fresh, because you work on a project, you get bored. Especially me, I get creative, like, I get that creative block, or I just like, I gotta walk away for a second, because I can't decide what to do here. And then I come up with something completely different, like days later, weeks later, even months later. But sometimes it's nice to like, you could still play, you could still play the game by like coming on and just like saying, oh, you know what, I'm gonna get I'm gonna grab material. I'm gonna farm like a shulker box of dark oak wood. Or I'm gonna go collect leaves and just then you'll have that stuff. Like I have so much stuff, and a lot of it is just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a half hour and grab some stuff. All right, we're 46. This is what, tree number 4? It's another wacko tree. Plus we have the ones that we left on the sides. I don't know what. I mean, I could. The only way to combat that would be to like fill this whole thing in, which I'm not doing. Because then they would fall straight down instead of popping off and uh, landing on the thing. I missed. Used to like no one uses vines anymore. Like even like so. All right. So you guys, I don't know how old school you guys are, but so mossy cobblestone, right? It used to only be found in jungle temples, right? And mossy stone bricks used to only be found in strongholds. Then they changed the recipe. They made them craftable, where you can craft with vines. So everyone like one of the first early game farms, right? You'd have your food farm, like your chicken farm and stuff like that. Your cows for leather. You'd be breeding them up, but you would always start a simple vine farm. No one uses vines anymore. Once they change the to moss, that moss now, like you can make mossy cobblestone with actual moss. No one, no one uses vines anymore. Like no one has a vine farm. No one even uses it for decoration anymore. Like I never see anyone use vines. Anyway, I was just thinking because there used to be on Bedrock, you could silk touch vines. Oops, I need four more. I want to do one more. So you could like, so the spruce trees and the jungle trees, they have the vines grow on them. Yeah, you used to be able to harvest them with your silk touch axe, but that was only on Bedrock. You couldn't do it on Java. So then they took it away. But again, it doesn't really matter because no one uses vines. The only time I see people use vines is on like, and there's other ways to do it besides vines, but when they want to stop entity cramming, which we don't even have on Bedrock. Which is strange. I mean, I guess because we don't, for the longest time, even now spawns are mobs are kind of funky spawning here. We have structure spawns. We have, spawning on the northwest corner of blocks, stuff like that. But you would think though, like because Bedrock is running on so many low-end devices, that entity cramming would be a thing. But I guess you don't need entity cramming when it's like really hard to get that many entities together. Except for the drown. Remember how crazy the drown was? Oh, you would have these like ponds and lakes just like it would be so laggy because there were so many drowns. Alright, so that should do it for the jungle. Now the mangrove is easy. We only have to grow trees for that. Okay. So that is now a full thing of jungle plus 22. Alright, we got a couple stacks there. Not bad. Okay. We just need to bone meal the leaves. So I could just set up I could set up a dispenser and do all that. Actually, let's do that. How do we do this? Oh yeah, like that. What happens if you just break that? Nothing. Okay. This is gonna be super annoying. Alright, well, I may have to. We need two dispensers. Because we need one to dispense the hit the leaf, and then another one to hit the propagule. Propagule. Yeah, of course I miss sometimes. Alright, that's gonna be annoying. We'll do that another day. I'm gonna have to set up I will set up a farm just to farm that. I'm gonna put it there for now though. How many is in here? 7 and 7. There you go. And you're a full stack. Yeah. But at least it looks good. Actually, no. Let's not do that, because then I'll forget. I will legit forget. And that should go into this one, right? Yeah. Alright, how many you have? 6. Now these grow. These are just one tall, right? Ooh. Yeah, it's still probably worth it going up top. You know, it might not be a bad idea. We could do like a stop. Like go up and stop, and then if we want to get out, we get out. If not, we go to the next level. That could be a thing. Now, I think these give out much bigger. These have huge drop rates, right? If I remember. It's sleepy sleep. No more baddies come up and sneak up on us. Yeah, this shouldn't be a. This shouldn't take us too long. Well, actually, this would be. This is like a weird one too, because it's like we're not going to be able to hit all the leaves. Yeah. Um, yeah, we're gonna have to use like. It's gonna be annoying. Yeah, so the mangrove, I'm gonna have to bone meal. I'm gonna have to bone meal the leaf once. And then 1, 2, 3, 3 times on the propagule. And then harvest it. Maybe with a piston? Can you break it with a piston? We should science that. Yeah. So one dispenser dispenses bone meal's the leaf, and one underneath it will bone meal. Underneath will bone meal that, and then we have to time it so the piston then pushes it. Yeah, doable. Haven't really found a spot for the cherry wood yet either. Other than the trap doors, I think that I was pointing that out. I like the trap doors with the iron trap doors. But yeah, pastel colors. But it does have the green in there, which I like. I do like the green. So we could probably, I don't know, we could probably put it in there somewhere downstairs. Alright, we'll get them from over here. Yeah, it's gonna be a shorter stream now. I'm actually hungry. Hungry. But I just wanted to pop on. Like I said, I wanted to do that thing and we get some stuff done. I think I think we got a good handle on what to do with the gas station. And I will just, like I said, I will mirror that other side. Um, any more drop up here? I will mirror the other side. I don't need the stream for that. It's just gonna be the exact, it's just gonna be the exact same thing. But yeah, I kind of, I like where we're at. I just need to figure out what to do for the underneath part there, where I have the white clay and the mud, packed mud, and what to do about that oak walls. 'Cause they're definitely not going to be oak walls. These are weird trees. I'm gonna have to. They don't give you a ton of wood either. How many? Yeah, we haven't even gotten a stack yet. This is what, tree number 4, 5. Um, yeah, I gotta make sure, pay attention to the wandering trader if he's selling these. Emerald, like the wandering trader, I love the wandering trader. I like, especially like coral and stuff. Like, I don't feel like going to do all that. And emeralds are so cheap. They're so cheap and easy to get. So why not, like, that's how I farm most of the time. Just wait for the wandering trader and just buy whatever off of him. Thank goodness I have feather falling. If I ever play on a new world or like my buddy's world or something like that, like we're just starting out or something, and I don't have, like I play like that's how I play. I glide like always have an elytra. I just fall like I have feather falling. Who cares? But then all of a sudden you start a new world and you do that and it's like death. We're on our third stack. I could buy these from the both the tropicals and the these cherry blossom saplings. You can buy from the wandering trader, but they are expensive. They're like 5. Oh, we didn't get these. They're like 5 emeralds per, Again, emerald's cheap, but doesn't mean I want to give it away like that. Like 5 per, like boom, boom. Okay, well, that was a bad example. But that one, we got that one there. Look, that's 5 emeralds right there. 5 emeralds laying on the ground. You know, we could start using these in the as plants though. Like that's, I did over there by that birch tree. But we could put them in flower pots. Meow. Is there a famous security guard? Guess we call Kevin Costner a bodyguard, right? Kevin Katzner. I like it. Kevin Katzner. Yeah? No? Maybe? Anyone? Where's Zombie Bobby? Bobby! You're not on anymore. Oh, you're off. He's probably eating dinner. He probably doesn't even know who Kevin Costner is. I feel like the fortune hoe is working, but also like I don't know. Feels a little underwhelming. Like I feel like the drop rate should be like so much. I don't know. But maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's the other way. That's why. Like it's some reason I had in my head that these dropped a lot of saplings. Because I think again, new block, they don't give a lot of wood, and I think a lot. I think the idea was a lot of people were gonna build with the sapling, like use the sapling as a decoration. You know, because all the other saplings were basically green except for the birch, which was white. You know, the jungle has a little yellow in it, but like this is gonna be the sapling that like, you know, kind of like the azalea bush, like same thing. And that feels like it's actually I don't even know. I was gonna say that feels like it's decent drop rates, but then again, we get so many from the from the moss farms. Like that's where I get all my saplings from. I don't even bother with the getting them from the trees, right? Oh, I got a nice supply of sticks. What do I need to use? All right, this should be. We're almost done here. Oops, sticks. What other bodyguards? What other bodyguards, security guards? Paul Blart. Do Paul Blart, right? Mall cop. No, I mean, he's a guard, right? Mall cop, guard. I don't know. Hmm. It's weird using scaffolding in my tree farm with my water elevators and stuff. But again, it wasn't meant for like. It's just I don't know. It's a weird tree. It is a. I mean, I get it. You know, they had all these straight trees, and then the acacia came out. It's like, oh, how weird that one is. That's nothing compared to mangroves. Mangroves like, yeah, hold my beer. I know this one is a little wonky as well. I mean, this is not bad compared to the mangrove, but yeah, it's still a pain in the butt. All right, so that's all of them except for the poplargles, and we gotta do pale oak, but pale oak is kind of easy because it's just a retextured dark oak. So we got bam, bam, and then some. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I don't worry about the rest of them. We'll just let them despawn naturally. Okay, pale oak. Oops. Wait, what do we have? No, I thought we had a, what you call it? Pale oak. Yeah, this should not be bad. Because we could just do everything from right here. Like, we don't have to go up a water Vader. We don't have to get on scaffolding. There's not as many leaves, though. We should be able to get them all. Okay. Yeah, we started with, what, 16? And we got... Ugh, we only netted 4. Alright, that might take a little longer. We're only netted 4. Alright, so we're at 20. So I'm thinking about the nether, the Soul Sand Valley. I think this tree works really well in there. Like it feels like if a tree grew in the Soul Sand Valley, Soul Sand Valley, this would be the tree. Like this color, the saturation, you know, this feels like it's in a black and white movie, you know. Uh, yeah. Alright, so we had 20 on that one. That was a better yield. We got 28 on that time. Nope, nope, more. 31. Alright, that was a good one. That was a good haul. Yeah, maybe we won't do all of them. Uh-oh, we're crashing. Okay, we crashed once a stream now. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm just a knucklehead because it's a 2x2. Don't mind me. Uh, don't mind me at all. It's a 2x2. Alright, so let me think. So we got Kevin Katzner, Paul Blart. I don't know, I can't think of anyone else. So, oh, I did it again. So I do like the idea of putting these in, putting some of these trees and some of the, uh, just like the whole pale oak biome, basically. The eye blossoms and stuff, I think would look really good doing like, almost like so if you think of it like even like in a barren wasteland or a desert, you'd have like those oases, right? Like pockets of like vegetation. And I think like that's kind of how I'm thinking of the our Soul Sand Valley. That for the most part, yeah, it's barren, it's dead, but you're gonna have these like pockets of like where there used to be life or there's trying to be life, and these leaves, this bark, the leaves, I just think it all fits so well together. And I'm also thinking, actually, we need a charge creeper farm. The heads, the skeleton heads, like making little skeletons, like dead skeletons, like, oh, I think that'd be really cool. Maybe we'll work on that. Like I said, I like to jump around, so we take a break from the base, go work in the nether. Alright, I want to get to at least a stack. This is taking a lot longer. Not you. It might not be a bad idea to keep a bed here. Oops. That's fine. So yeah, so if we do like some skeletons, we do some of these. Some other dead bushes. You know what? We could also, I guess, no, none of these trees. I was thinking we should have on each of these corners. These should be flowers, and then we could farm bees' nest. Do they have to be planted? Do flowers have to be planted to grow a bee? Does anyone know? Like, would that work? Or would that block spawns? Give me birch. I don't know if that blocks spawns or not. Where'd my, I got all... Nope, it does not. But will it be... We'd have to grow 20 trees here. It's a 1 in 5 chance, right? So 1 out of every 20 trees. That's 2. It's for science. It's either that or I could just look up the wiki. I think it's got to be, yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this. We can look it up in the wiki, but I'm curious if that would work because I actually would like that better than just planting a flower. Where's the? Okay. Pick you up. Yeah. Yeah. That if that works, that would be kind of cool. Like it has to be. It says like I think it's like 2 diagonal blocks, right? Or within 2 diagonal blocks, but it doesn't say. Well, actually, I don't know. I shouldn't say it doesn't say. I should say it doesn't mean necessarily that it can't be in a pot, right? I don't know. Yeah, this was good. I did a bad job at chopping there. Okay. Last one here should be it. I mean, this is a good start stack. I'm not gonna sit here and do it. I'm already bored of this. If I'm bored of this, you guys gotta be brutally bored of this. Besides, I'm gonna get something to eat. So yeah, kind of a weird stream. I just wanted to jump on and I don't know, do some stuff. But we got a plan now for we got kind of a plan of attack for the gas station. So I'll mirror what we did on those other two, and then we'll probably tweak it from there. And then yeah, maybe we will work on the Erie what you call it in the Nether. Yeah, I kind of like those plants there. I hope that works. I mean, if not, I'll just keep them there anyway. I mean, I could make them dirt, you know, and just put a regular flower there. Okay, boom. And boom, that's gonna get in there. Okay. That is what I wanted. I hear you, Cal. Mango leaves. I did think about putting doing copper golems back there for storage, but honestly, I'll just manually do it. It feels it's so faster. I end up rarely using them, and we have them over at for the stone for the hard stuff, hard blocks. But like, I never use it. Oh, we got more eggs. Brown this time. One brown shulker coming. I don't know what we're gonna do these eggs for. I'm gonna have all these eggs, and it's like, all right, well, now what? I was thinking of like a mini game, like a scavenger hunt, and since eggs are, excuse me, since eggs are eggs, ender pearls, um, so you have three colored eggs, you have ender pearls. What else stacks to 16? But like, so if I were to give you a sort of a bundle, right? So anything that stacks to 16 would be every one, you know what I mean? Like we would do it that way. Is this the empty one? So every one would count as like four, basically. So instead of trying to find, say, 64 items, you can only have to find 16 items. So that's what I was thinking about with the eggs. Though again, I don't know why we would need that many of them. But yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a good little tree farm. I like it. I do love the torch flowers. I think they're so cool. But we can mix that. We can, you know, change them up too. Because I like the idea of if and when I need one tall trees, which would only be one, two, because you can't. I guess they do grow on cherries. I think they have a small chance of mangrove as well. And do they grow on acacia? I don't know. I'll have to look up the wiki. But yeah, if we could put a put flowers there and farm bees nests. I'm gonna go to sleep with my cocoa bear, and then we're gonna, yeah, then we'll call it a stream. So I hope you enjoyed my ramblings. And got a little glimpse in how how I sort of build. Decisions and indecisions, man. Yeah, the leaves are huge. So much better coming back, and giving it that little depth or that width. Definitely change the green though. It's too light. We need a darker green. And this is big. I think the taking that little section out and that little section and then putting the brick in really, really makes a difference. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I will, we'll keep plugging away at some of these things. I'm still doing the Ark, so that's taking up a bulk of my gaming time at the moment. I can only have a couple hours a day, and man, official PvE solo is like no joke. I don't know why I'm moving. I never see myself in this way. The crown, like, I don't like how far the crown comes down. You know what I mean? Like, I like it to be, it's almost like, I mean, it is a helmet, though. It is cool. I see the top. I want to see the top. I see the top this way. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, it is, Tide. Tide armor trim with the redstone materials. But again, this is my texture pack. So, anyway. Alright, take care. See you guys.